creative aspect in regards to my personality. Another thing about me is I am an extremely confident person in regards to myself. Like, I'm just extremely confident. I attribute that to my childhood, to my upbringing. I'm a Pacific Islander, and if you know, we are just a huge extended family. We are, I'm extremely close to my cousins, my first cousins, my second cousins, my third cousins. I grew up in a very stable home. I grew up with my grandparents, with just numerous aunts, uncles. I'm just very blessed. I was just very blessed. And I think that attributes to my self-confidence. Some of my upcoming vlogs are going to feature, are going to touch on on a couple of ideas that you can entertain in regards to business sense. And one is like a nonprofit organization that you might be interested in starting. I did bring this up to my daughter, who has my two granddaughters, who are like 9 and 13, but she wasn't interested in it. So when she declined it, that's when I said, you know what, I will present this to my viewers to see if this is something that they're interested in starting up. And seriously, you guys, this nonprofit organization concept that I'm going to present to you, I think it's very promising for you and for your. And lastly, I am going to present a business model, or just like a business concept to you. It's an idea of some type of a business model that if someone's interested in doing that as starting that up as a personal business, I think it's a promising business model. And it's something that if you are someone that's into fitness and you are someone that is wanting to start up a personal business, that's something that you might be interested in starting up. Just looking forward to presenting more lingerie lingerie products from SHEIN to you. Of course, not in a raunchy way. Not in a raunchy way. I know a very popular concept or idea in regards to buying things that are cheap is that they are not quality, but I am going to see what the cost per wear is on these rings for $1.60. I'm going to see if I do get my cost per wear out of it. My cost per wear out of this lingerie set, just my cost per wear out of all these cheap things that I did get from SHEIN. Another thing that I wanted to touch on in regards to these cheap, very extremely cheap, low-priced products or items that I got off of SHEIN, you guys, you'll be amazed at the quality that you are getting for the price that you are paying. Honestly, another concept or idea is that if it's cheap, it's most likely a cheap quality. But you guys, that is one of the main things. My mom and my sister, they used to order from SHEIN, and I was just I didn't jump on the bandwagon. And then, wow, but I've placed orders for my granddaughter, and I've seen orders that my sister had received. But wow, when I placed my first order and I got my items, I was just like blown away by the quality for the price that I paid for those items. I'm just amazed at the quality. And personally, I think that is one of the reasons why SHEIN has just blown up in their profits and in their sales model, is because of that. I am just amazed and impressed by the quality of just these products that that I'm getting from Shein at these extremely low prices. And you know what? Like Shein has just blown up like in billions, like a huge change and a huge increase in, you know, from when they first started. And it's really because it's not just me. Millions and millions of people around the world are just impressed with the product quality that they are getting from Shein at the prices that they are paying for. And statistics, they speak for themselves. Look up the statistics of how much Shein has increased in its sales, and the statistics clearly tell you that people are just, the statistics of Shein's increase in its sales model, it just speaks volumes of how people are just those are consumers that are buying from Shein, and it's obvious that they are pleased with the quality of the items that they're getting at the price that they are paying. Another thing is that idea that, you know, I'm not going to invest. I want to invest. You know, don't waste your money on cheap items and invest it in something else, like a Veronica Beard jacket or like Pistola jeans. Invest your money in that. Don't invest it in cheap items from Shein. Girl, if you're gonna invest in a house, invest in real estate, invest in a condo, invest in property. Don't invest in Veronica Beard. And girl, oh, you know, don't waste your money on cheap items. You know, I no longer waste my money on buying cheap items. You know, instead I invest my money on like a Veronica Beard jacket, or, you know, or mother jeans. That's where I invest my money in. Girl, there's a million Veronica Beard jackets. There's a million mother jeans. How is that an investment? Invest your money in real estate. Invest it in a condo. Invest it in property. And yes, you can invest in clothing, but that investment needs to be in clothing brands such as Chanel, such as Louis Vuitton, like clothing, like these luxury brand designer clothings, not, oh, I'm investing my money in a Veronica Beard blazer, and I don't buy cheap items. I invest my money. And this is coming from someone who's renting. And what's happening is, the true reality of the world right now is not a lot of people can afford Veronica Beard. Not a lot of people can afford mother jeans. Not a lot of people can afford, those fashion brands that are a bit more pricier. And that's another reason why Shein has just increased so much in their sales model, is because majority of people, they can't afford pricier items, and a majority of the average person, they want those nice things, but they don't want to spend a ton of money on it, you know. And that's what the statistics are, that a lot of people want to be inclusive in regards to these merchandise, but they don't. A majority of us people, we want to be able to buy something nice, something that is trendy, something that is that everyone is wearing, something that not everyone is wearing, something that is affordable for us. And that's what Shein does. It allows everyone to just have something that is available on a pricier scale, but the average person can just buy it at a lower price, at a cheaper price, and at quality too. So that's everything that Shein provides to the world. And in regards to fast fashion, etc., do your part in other ways. Recycle those bags, recycle those products, recycle. Be environmentally